I'm Tyler Anderson and welcome to another episode of Skeeter School. In this video, you're going to learn some of the tips that I use when I'm operating or maintaining my Skeeter boat. But be sure to read your owner's manual for a complete guide on operating and maintaining your Skeeter boat. So in my 10 years of bass fishing, I have been all around the country fishing tournaments from New York to Texas to California and Florida. I've seen it all. I've also had the chance to film professional anglers on all the tournament trails, and so needless to say, I've seen every type of boater and I've seen every type of boat ramp there are out there. And so in this video, we're going to go over some of the steps to take to properly prepare for a tournament so that you don't look like a dummy. My name's Tyler and welcome to Skeeter School. So the first thing you've got to understand about tournament preparation is that preparation actually starts the night before the tournament, not just on the morning of. And so whether you keep your Skeeter bass boat in your garage at home, a storage unit like I do here, or you're on the road staying at a hotel or a lodge, there are steps to take the night before. So let's hop into it. So the first step of tournament prep the night before might seem like a no-brainer, but it's to plug in your boat. And I feel like just like putting in your plug, everybody needs this reminder, because the last thing you want is to get there on tournament morning to figure out that my engine won't turn over, probably a dead battery. My trolling motor is dead by like 9 in the morning, probably because of dead batteries. So just remember, plug in your boat the night before, 3 nights before, that way your batteries are fully charged for the important tournament day, because trust me, you're gonna need all the power you can get. The next step in tournament prep is going to be making sure you have all of the keys necessary for everything in your boat that needs a key, specifically your rod locker, tackle, kind of storage compartment lock key, and your boat key. I've seen people show up to the boat ramp for a tournament without either one of these before, and it wrecks your entire day, because you either can't run your big engine, so you've got to use the trolling motor the whole day, or you can't open your rod lockers and your tackle, and so you don't have any rods. What good is that? So just make sure, whether you keep them in your boat the night before, in your truck, just double check that you have all the necessary keys. And the last thing you're going to want to check before the tournament starts in the morning is going to be your tire pressure. This might sound like something you shouldn't check every time, but I promise you, I know from experience, once again, you should, because it's totally possible on a recent fishing trip, heck, even if you fished a practice day the day before the tournament, it's possible you've picked up a nail in your tire that just hasn't had the chance to bring the pressure down low enough yet. And so it might look like all 4 of your boat tires are fine, but they might not be. And so by checking your pressure, you may find out an early sign that, hey, I might have a nail in this tire. If you find it the night before, trust me, it's easier to change a tire and a whole lot less stressful if you change it the night before as opposed to the morning of. So just make sure you have one of these in your possession to check your tire pressure the night before. At this point, we have everything prepared for our tournament tomorrow morning. I say we head to the house, get some sleep, and we'll see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna be honest, we're filming this at night, not in the morning, so no sleep happened, and that's because it's December, there's no tournaments here. But if there were, here's what you're gonna do at the ramp before you launch your boat. So when you arrive to the boat ramp in the morning, you're most likely going to be in a line, especially at a bigger tournament, of boats and trucks getting ready and preparing their boats to launch. And so what you're gonna wanna do in this line is make sure you have everything on your boat prepared to fully drive down the lake to take off on tournament morning before you get to the ramp. So I'm talking, put your lights in your boat, take your life jackets out, put your fish finders on, take the motor block and the motor clips off, and of course, put the plug in. So if you have a tournament partner, as you kind of go the stop and go traffic on tournament morning before you launch, have them outside getting the boat fully prepared. That way, you do not take up anybody's space or time doing things on the ramp. So let's say you get to the boat ramp and there's no line. You're gonna wanna pull off into a staging area to get all this stuff prepared. And I'm gonna say it again, do not, and I repeat, do not get your boat ready when you are down there on the ramp. Let's get this thing launched. Now I do leave one thing attached to the boat when I'm down here on the ramp, and that's going to be the main safety strap up here at the nose of my FXR. And my reasoning for that is because I don't want to end up as the next internet meme with my boat that slid off the trailer on an icy day and now it's sitting on the concrete. I want to avoid that. And so you can launch your bass boat without the main strap attached. I just, for safety's sake, like to back it down, quickly hop out of my truck, come down here and unstrap it, then launch this thing. And one other very important thing that I just realized I kind of forgot to talk about was that when you back your tow vehicle down the ramp, you want to make sure, no matter really what ramp you're at, but especially a multi-ramp facility like we have here with ramps next to each other, you want to make sure that you are turning off your headlights, because anybody trying to back in after you is going to be completely blinded by your headlights and they will not be able to see where their trailer is pointed direction-wise. So just out of courtesy for everybody, I still see so many people not doing this. Please, for the love of everything holy, turn off your headlights as you're backing down. There we go, right in the middle. And y'all, when it comes to parking, I really don't know how else to say this besides park well. If the facility you're at has line spots like this one is today, stay within the lines. And if you're parking in a grass field like a lot of ramps are, you just have to look at where other trucks and boats are lined up and think to yourself, if I parked here, am I potentially blocking somebody in that wants to leave later? And if the answer is maybe yes, you shouldn't park there. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Skeeter School. I hope this video served as an encouragement to some of you guys who maybe are new to bass fishing or wanting to join your first tournament very soon. My name's Tyler, and we'll see y'all next time. Good?
Great.
Yeehaw. Check, check, check. Here we go.